Diabetes affects 1 in 10 Americans. The American Diabetes Association is here to help, and you can too. Each year, over 10,000 kids come to the association's diabetes camps to make friends, learn about the disease, and have fun. The association funds research, provides information, and fights to protect the rights of people with diabetes. Walk, ride, volunteer, donate. Join us as we work together to defeat this disease.
Pet allergies. So much for men.
One of the oddest facets of pet allergies is that even so-called hypoallergenic pets, or pets with non-irritating fur, can provoke an attack. That's because what allergy sufferers are actually affected by isn't pet fur. It's pet dander, a combination of dead skin cells and saliva particles. But if you're allergic and not ready to get rid of Rover, you can minimize his impact by keeping him out of your bedroom. In addition, pass feeding and cleaning up after him to a non-allergic family member. Keeping your pet well-groomed may help reduce the amount of dander in the household. However, beware of bathing your pet too often, which can damage the skin and worsen a dander problem. A final smart move is to remove as many carpets and drapes as you can from the home. Sure, you'll have a minimalist existence, but that's a small price to pay for living healthy with your pet.
You have a baby. You no longer require sleep. You can eat and work with one hand. You are no longer afraid to look silly. You are no longer afraid to ask for help. You talk with your doctor about immunizations and get the facts. Welcome to parenthood.
It seems like your child is always suffering from a cold or respiratory infection, but could it be something more than the sniffles?
Nearly 9 million children suffer from asthma, a chronic respiratory condition in which the airways narrow, making it difficult to breathe. Asthma symptoms include coughing, wheezing, and shortness of breath. Rapid spikes in these symptoms due to allergens or environmental factors are called asthma attacks. Because children have smaller airways than adults, they are more likely to experience these severe symptoms. Each year, asthma flare-ups account for an estimated 14 million lost school days. The capacity to have asthma is inherited and is usually diagnosed in childhood, but doctors are unsure exactly what causes asthma to develop in some children and not in others. Asthma is closely linked to allergens. Many scientists believe early allergic responses to allergens and infections may trigger asthma's development. Diagnosing asthma in children can be tricky because children usually can't fully describe their symptoms. Therefore, doctors rely on parents' observations and family history to make a diagnosis. Children who are diagnosed with asthma typically have had at least 3 episodes of prolonged wheezing that aren't related to a cold or other illness. Other indicators include hay fever and itchy, scaly skin. Once diagnosed, children will need help to control their asthma. Because younger children may not be able to tell you how they feel, watch closely for physical symptoms and behavioral changes that indicate an oncoming attack. Symptoms are unique from child to child. Some children develop a fever, while others will begin sneezing or have red, watery eyes. Many children appear tired, restless, or cranky just before an attack. Ask your doctor about what symptoms are serious enough to head for the emergency room. Blue-tinted lips or fingernails, shallow breathing, or a persistent coughing fit are all indications that your child is having a severe attack. Preventing attacks in the first place is even more important. Exposure to certain factors or triggers often spurs symptoms. To reduce your child's exposure to asthma triggers, keep your home thoroughly clean. Eliminate any pest infestations, prohibit smoking, and use an air filter to reduce airborne allergens. Take other steps based on triggers you observe. If dust is a problem, for example, regularly wash bedding and stuffed toys in hot water. Keep pets out of the child's bedroom. Should Fido or Fluffy prompt an attack, consider keeping them outside or finding them a new home. For nearly 80% of children, physical exertion is a trigger. Pay particular attention to your child's symptoms when he or she is playing and keep an inhaler on hand. Talk about your child's asthma with teachers, babysitters, and family members. It's vital that these people recognize the signs of an impending attack and know what to do. There is no cure for asthma, but with proper treatment, symptoms may disappear or markedly improve. If you think your child may be suffering from asthma, please make an appointment with your doctor.
It's normal to feel nostalgic for home occasionally, but for nearly 20% of first-year college students, homesickness can be a more constant, debilitating condition.
Many students who experience homesickness feel too embarrassed to discuss their feelings. But homesickness is nothing new. It's a defining characteristic of the human condition, as exhibited in Homer's epic, The Odyssey, and the book of Exodus in the Old Testament. There are 2 basic types of adult homesickness commonly experienced by college freshmen. The more familiar type involves missing the people, area, and lifestyle of one's previous existence. The less common form of homesickness occurs among students who may not particularly miss home, but who are so overwhelmed by college that they want to return to someplace more familiar. Whichever type is affecting you, it can be hard to make new social connections or to generally feel happy when you're homesick. One way to help alleviate feelings of homesickness is to set up a regular schedule for talking with your family and friends from home. Or even better, you could make arrangements for a friend or family member to come visit you at school. It can also help to immerse and integrate yourself into your new environment. You may try joining an intramural sports team or a club that you're interested in. Maybe attend a meet and greet on campus. However, if homesickness is still plaguing you at the end of your first semester, it may be helpful to seek out some group or individual counseling at the Student Health Center.